Alright, what's up girls and boys? What's up internet? I am Bianca and welcome to another episode of our Let's Play walkthrough, playthrough, guide, / whatever you want to call it for The Legend of Legacy HD Remastered, which is available on Steam, on the Nintendo Switch, and on the PlayStations 4 and 5. And for today, what we are going to do is attempt, and I cannot help but stress on that word enough, attempt to complete Bogsaur Marsh, which is the place we have to go to in order to progress through the story. Although there really isn't anything there that actually triggers the story per se, but rather that is the pathway to the Bottomless Pit, which coincidentally, if you have the money for it, and if you don't want to complete Bogsaur Marsh, you have no intention of visiting that place or getting all the maps for this game, then you can, as always, hold on a second, the ship is ready. Gosh darn it, still no luck with that alabaster stone. But yeah, if you don't want to visit Bogsaur Marsh, you can just talk to our friend here and buy the Bottomless Pit map from him, and you don't have to go through the Bogsaur Marsh. But if you want a place where you can fight stronger foes for that coveted stat rank ups and awakenings and leveling up your skills and basically your entire party at that, which I am not really having much luck with. Like seriously, I went to the Shifting Sands just to get everyone stronger, but yeah, that didn't happen. Everyone's basically as strong, or rather as weak as they were in before we even unlocked that place. But I don't want to waste any more time. Yeah, I actually had planned that when we visit Bogsaur Marsh, that we would complete the entire map, the optional boss included, which is the green dragon. But considering that I couldn't get my hands on the alabaster stone, and I have only 587 gold left, and I haven't, oh sorry about that, but yeah, I haven't really went back to the Archwing Burrows to farm for the Archwing eggs there in order to, get the money we need. I have been just all across the board unfortunate when it comes to the RNG of this game. I couldn't get the alabaster stone. I couldn't get everyone to level up their HP, to level up their attack, their support, their guard, no matter how much I tried, which is just baffling for me, considering I didn't have a problem with this in my own personal save file using the PlayStation 5, where I am playing this. I played this game originally on, and the what do you call this? The clips I use on our Ultimate Beginner's Guide, that was all from not, some of them from the trailers, but the gameplay ones that I did have, it came from the PlayStation 5 save that I do have. Anyways, let's go on ahead. Destination Bogsaur Marsh.
Clouds hung thick overhead, sunlight fighting to find a gap. Past the eastern mountains, the land lay overgrown. But before even glimpsing this marsh, one heard the piercing roar of its mighty king.
Yeah, the Mighty King it's talking about, I initially thought it was the Bogsaur, but I think it's the Green Dragon. Especially when you interact with the Green Dragon, the line they say, it's leaning more on the Green Dragon being the quote-unquote king of the marsh. He wasn't originally, but he is now. I'm sensing elementals in this direction. So yeah, as always, we're just gonna go and try to uncover the rest of the map. Now, this place is confusing. So yeah, this place is confusing. It has a lot of traps as well. And the actual watery part, the marsh part, so yeah, the water area of the marsh, it can slow you down like nobody's business. The water also hides like dangers, which come in the form not only the enemies that you can see, but also the shadows that is swimming around the area. Those shadows, yeah, those big shadows that we will see in a little bit are the shadows in the water of the titular Bogsaurs, which is one of the, oh my gosh. Yeah, there's so many enemies here, but still no luck with leveling up any of our stats or our skills, which is just insane. But yeah, as I was saying, those large shadows we will see in a little bit, they are of the Bogsaurs, which is like the next best enemy you could repeatedly fight against in order to try to get as much awakenings as you can, as well as leveling up your skills. Now, apart from the Bogsaurs, there's also the danger of traps here in this area. There are like explosive flower things that you can find. So yeah, there are these exploding flower things, for lack of a term to call them. I don't really know. I know there's an official name for them, but I didn't really look it up. But yeah, that they don't explode at the moment when you're close to them. Like they will oh my gosh. They will sort of lighten up, like they would light up. Oh. So yeah, they will light up first and then explode, but the timing changes from time to time. So if you are ever like close to one of those things, you cannot, like, it explodes when you are close, but sometimes the distance between you and the exploding flower plant things, they change. So what I try to do at the very least is not get close to them. Now, if you don't have, so we need to light up this perch in order to burn that away. But we are too far, so we have to climb up over here. All right. Interact with this. That will burn this up, burn the web up. And also give us the contract for fire whenever the battle starts. But yes, what I like to do is try not to actually go where there are those exploding things. But if there's like no choice, then you just go for it. You don't turn back for whatever reasons. If there's an enemy there, then just go through that enemy, fight that enemy if you have to. So yeah, Wetlands map complete. This area is thoroughly explored. Now, apart from that, the enemies here are very good at, so that's the shadow of the Bogsaur. The Bogsaur, it will swim around, and that's the Bogsaur itself. It will swim around a specific path, and you can very well tell what the path is and also where the Bogsaur is. So if you don't want to fight them, you can easily avoid them. We may be in trouble if we have to fight that creature. I actually want to fight the Bogsaur. I'll probably post a separate video of my personal what do you call this? Strategy for dealing with the Bogsaur. But for now, we will want to go. Hold on a bit. Oh my gosh. That enemy is persistent. We want to go eastwards first. So yeah, we're gonna circle around to this place later, but it would still be a good idea to... Oh my god. So yeah, we'll try to complete the map here first, Drifting Islands map first, before we exit east. So yeah, going back on the enemies you can find in this area, the Bogsaurs up there. The enemies here, there are a lot of the Lizardmen enemies and variants of those enemies. There are also enemies that can effectively stun you or poison you. So it's a good idea to have... so this is the one. This is the exploding flower that I was talking about. So try to steer clear of that. Because again, they explode and they give you mortal damage. So this is the exit that we're gonna take later. What else? Oh, so yeah, the enemies here do poison damage. So it is best to have Purify ready on your characters. Also, we have to be careful here because the Bogsaur is right there. It won't really chase you unless it sees you. Like it's unless you're very close to it, then and only then will it chase you. What else can I say about this area? This area has a lot of spirit perches. Oh, so yeah, the enemies here like to steal the elements. So yeah, steal the elements and at the same time call a shield on them. So they can also use the water shield, the air shield, the fire shield. So battles can and does tend to take a little while in this area, in the Bogsaur Marsh. But if you employ the contract defense as well as using your own contracts, forming your own contracts, then you can make as quick work to the battles as possible. Because still, the battles here, like the entire game, they take too long. Also, some of the spirit perches, so some of them burn away the brambles or the webs in this area. Some drain the water. So if the water gets drained, that's good because then you can walk on or run faster or walk faster on the watery areas. Now, there are some singing shards like we will see in a minute, maybe, if we don't end up being caught in a battle. That was an unnaturally sharp gust of wind. But yeah, there are also whispering shards here. There's places where you can find whispering shards, but some of them are or one of them in particular is hidden behind the battle with the green dragon, because we need to fight the reason why we want to fight the green dragon is because they have the key that will... Oh, that was close. I'm not ready to fight the Bogsaur Marsh just yet. I'm gonna save that for later. But yeah, the reason why you would want to fight against the green dragon is because they have a key, and you need the key to open a gate, a wooden gate that is the Bogsaur again. A wooden gate. Oh my gosh, a wooden gate that behind that wooden gate is the singing shard, or the whispering shard rather. So that's one of the many reasons why you would want to fight the green dragon. And also there are, like, again, this place is confusing. Like, you wouldn't think that there's a path. Okay, there we go. That there's a path on the particular... Oh my gosh. You know what? Let's go north. We're close anyways. We can just... it really doesn't matter. We will end up unlocking the Bottomless Pit either way. These marshes are huge. Yeah, it is. Another thing about the Bogsaur Marsh is that it has a lot of sub-areas tied to it. So yeah, it's gonna take a while for us to complete this area. Well, in general, because we won't be able to beat the entire area for now because I'm not gonna be fighting with the green dragon. As much as I want to 100% this area, so yeah, another Bogsaur there. It loops around here, and then there's another one farther to the east. But yeah. I won't be fighting with a green dragon because I'm just not prepared for it. Everyone is still weak, especially when it comes to the HP department. And that makes me... Oh, another exploding flower. That makes me a little bit worried because another exploding... Oh. So yeah, as I was saying, we could attempt to fight against the... my goodness. So yeah, as I was saying, or I have been trying to say, we could attempt to fight against the green dragon, but it is highly You've got to be kidding me. But yeah, it's highly doubtful that I would be able to win against it at the current level that, my goodness. So yeah, I don't think we can win or even survive that battle, and I don't want right now the headache of attempting because it's gonna be a long battle. Because again, the green dragon, it likes to use like a poison breath kind of attack, and those are really strong. And to top it off, not only can it poison you, and your entire party at that, but it can also use that attack twice. And if you're really unlucky, which I have been in my own personal save file, it will use that attack twice. Oh my. So yeah, as I've been trying to tell everyone, the green dragon can use its poison breath attack twice on you. And it eats up quite a large chunk of your HP, not to mention it can poison you, which, you know, it can... The poison... Oh my goodness, why are there so many battles in this area? So yeah, that's one of the cheap tricks that the green dragon has. The other danger with a green dragon... Okay, let's interact with this. That will let that statue appear. We can get a whispering shard from that. But yeah, hey, look at that, everyone. One of the other dangers that... Hold on a bit. Another danger. Another thing that the green dragon can do and will most definitely do is steal a contract from you. Particularly the water contract one. And it wouldn't be bad if it was just that, but with the water contract, the green dragon can then heal itself for, if I remember correctly, 1,000 HP. And he has more than 10,000 HP. Which just sucks if he uses that and you're like on the cusp of defeating it, but then you're down to like a single party member, or like there's only 2 party members left and both of them are poisoned. So yeah, it sucks if that happens. I think we're done with this map. Alright, there's the Pilgrimage Isles map. So let's just go back here. So yeah, even if the water goes down, the Bogsaurs, they won't disappear, which is just fantastic. because you really would want to make use of fighting against them when you are prepared. To interact with this one, what poem would you have for us? O homeland lost, for all must meet you ends. To the sea forevermore, pray we now to make amends. We ask thou to forgive our queen. We ask thou to forgive our friends. The story behind, I think, if my understanding is correct, is that there was a war. So we got rejuvenation, which is a higher form of healing hands, if I remember correctly. But yeah, for the story, there was... Oh my god! We ended up triggering a Bogsaur fight. But yeah, let's see if we can defeat the Bogsaur. What a monstrosity! So yeah, first off, what you would want to do is to get those contracts up and running. So the Bogsaur, he's not that hard, but there is one attack that he usually likes to use, but it has like a low chance of actually being successful, which is an insta-death attack. I forgot what it's called, but it's an insta-death attack. It will automatically kill off a character if it does connect. But yeah, I would like to use Phoenix's Grace because I would like to let's go with Overhead Chop. I would like to have that in my arsenal. Retaliation is great because it counterattacks for a high amount. Again, Phoenix's Grace doesn't always remain. As long as that light, do you guys see it on Bianca's, near Bianca's forehead? As long as that light is there, it would mean that they would get revived if they end up dying. If the light disappears, then the auto revive is also gone. So that's something to pay attention to if you're gonna use that. I think we would need to get Mir's SP back up. So yeah, we're getting a lot of level ups here. Okay, Phoenix's Grace. So yeah, as you can see, the Phoenix's Grace is already gone. It has something to do with the fire contract that we have. So one thing that you could do is to initiate the fire contract again, just so you can get the elementals to go up and get the Phoenix's Grace to last longer. The only reason why I am using Phoenix's Grace is again because I would like to oh my gosh, I would like to let's see, I would like to be able to learn it. So yeah, give it again to Bianca. I would like Bianca to use Water Shield Retaliation. So yeah, the reason why we're getting lots of leveling up is because the Bogsaur is stronger than us, which is great if we can win. I really wanted to, like, I'm sure I can handle the Bogsaur. I really wanted to, however, separate the battle with it from this video because it might take long. But now that we have triggered this, we really don't have a choice. We'd want to beat it right here and right now. So yeah, as you can see, the water shield lasts longer because we have more water elementals present in the field. So that's something I forgot to mention, which is in the beginner's guide, the ultimate beginner's guide, which is that the length of the stat ups that we do end up getting, the length of how long they last in the battlefield is tied to... We got stunned. Is tied to the strength of the elements. So if we like use, I think I can use it, another water contract here. So right now We have the water elementals on 35. If we use water contract again, it will make not only our shield stronger, but also the passive healing. It will make it stronger as well. So it went to 45 because we use the what do you call this? We use the water contract. So yeah, if you want the battle to be more on your favor, that's something that you would want to constantly be on top of. Another thing is, okay, let's use Phoenix's Grace again on Bianca. Another thing is that that sort of mechanic is something that you would want to get used to, especially because the boss, the final boss, he has an attack which strength is determined by the strength of the elementals on your side. So if you can get like, so yeah, Evil Eye is the attack that can insta-kill you. So there we go. We defeated our first Bogsaur. But yeah, if you have, as I was saying about the last boss, which I will repeat this again, but if you have, do we get any stat gains from this battle? Nothing. So yeah, if like in the final battle, that's something you need to learn, because if you have stronger elementals on your side, the amount of damage their special attack will have on your party will be lower. There's a hill, that means dry land, but we're not yet done. So this is Land's Navel. There, if I remember correctly, there is a hidden path here, but let's interact with this first. Singing Shard Pulses. So there we go. But yeah, there is, if I remember correctly, there is a hidden path. I need to save. We just defeated a Bogsaur. I don't want that to go to waste. Also, if I remember correctly, there is a Singing Shard here. And also, this is, if I remember, I think I'm right. This is where the entrance to the, there's a Singing Shard. This is where the entrance to, so you have to take this path. I mean, the other side. It's so confusing here. I'm sorry. Here, take this path to get to the Singing Shard. Go down here. I'm just going here because I want to uncover the map a bit. I kind of forgot what I was trying to say. So yeah, the entrance to the Bottomless Pit is in this map, Land's Navel. Just going around, trying to uncover the rest of the map. Oh my gosh, we're being chased. Let me go! You know, it's not like I wouldn't like to fight against all of these enemies. It's just that, again, I would want to save time while we are recording. I don't want to keep fighting all of them here in this. Oh my gosh, we don't want to fight another Bogsaur. Okay, go here, go here, go here, there. But yeah, go up here for the exit. If you interact with this, holy crap. If you interact with this, you will unlock the Bottomless Pit. Such a giant hole. Discovered an entrance. We don't want to go down there just yet. We want to finish this map first, so holy crap. So yeah, you can exit down there to get the Bottomless Pit, but Bogsaurs are loud. Receive Silver Bell, but I would suggest that you go down there when you feel like you're ready. Like when you are sure that you can handle what's to come. Like if the enemies in this area no longer pose a problem to you, if the Bogsaur battles aren't that difficult for you anymore, if you feel like your HP can withstand whatever the enemies down there, whatever the battles that might be awaiting you will throw at you, then go ahead and jump down that area. But first we have to go to the other side here. But yeah, if you feel like you want to get stronger first, then, you know, go ahead and strengthen your characters first before jumping in there. So yeah, I think we need to go up there. I need to go back. I'm sorry. I was so distracted trying to tell you guys that I forgot to get the Whispering Shard. But yeah, let the Bogsaur pass. So if you're not feeling that confident, then, you know, you can make your characters stronger still. Don't worry though, I'll remind you guys about this when, oh my gosh, that was not supposed to happen. We were supposed to jump on the other side. You know what? I'm gonna go down first. I'm gonna go down here first. Let's complete the map, the bottom on the southwestern side first. My goodness. That was not part of the plan. But yeah, there's also a challenge, an added challenge, which has a, oh my gosh, which has a trophy tied to it. If you guys want to give that a try, when it comes to the final area, not the final area, it's not really the final area. Bottomless Pit is not the final area of the game. But yeah, if you want like a trophy with it, it's a challenge with a trophy attached to it. It's the one where you're not supposed to talk to Coco. Because you have an option to talk to Coco in the Bottomless Pit. And talking to him will let you save the game. If you choose not to, like if you want to attempt the Bottomless Pit without saving, without getting his aid, then you mustn't talk with him. It will change some things. Like, it will change how some of the story beat goes, but the thought behind it, or what you have to do, and how the story progresses, it doesn't really change much. So anyway, we completed the land's navel, so what we want to do is go back to where the Whispering Shard was, and hopefully not fall down the wrong waterfall. I didn't really thought it would fall. Oh my gosh. But yeah, don't worry about the trophies with Coco, or a trophy associated with Coco. I will remind you guys about it when we are down there in the Bottomless Pit, when the time comes for us to deal with it. But yeah, this map is pretty huge. Bogsaur Marsh. It has a lot of, as I mentioned, it has a lot of sub areas to it, and it takes quite a long time to traverse because of how the water slows us down. And the enemies, sometimes they can be easy, but if you're not careful, you might end up in a very bad spot. So yeah, the only thing I'd say you would have to be careful of are the exploding things, exploding flower things. So yeah, try to not get swept away. There you go. Oh my goodness. All right, what do you have for us? Windows of the sky shining brilliant in the night. Of the growl art thou now, and our lofty spearless bright. So there we go. So I really think there was a civil war. Whispering Shard, Air Shield. There was a civil war between the king and the queen and the spirits. And the spirits sort of got, what do you call this? Got the short end of the stick. I feel like they were lied to, or wrong way. And that they ended up getting trapped. I feel like that's my understanding of the lore behind this. And Amelius is the one who made the growl and who is also, I believe, is the king.